Ask anybody, who's the king of the divers? Ty, that's me. Usually I'll start at one end and I go all the way to the other. I found absolutely everything you can imagine. Furs, antiques, coins, but I've never found cash, ever. I dive so much that every year something attracts itself to me. One year it was dimes, one year it was watches. Every dumpster I look in has a watch. This gal asked me one time, she says, Ty, how do you find all that really good stuff? I mean, jewelry and everything. I open every bag. I mean, I used to take off and hit every one of them. I'd start at one and I go bam, 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 all the way through town and be home by noon, and I'd have a $100 bill in my pocket and all the stuff that you'd ever want, construction stuff, tools by the tons. I've got trunks and trunks and trunks full of tools. You know, I can go into a dumpster site like this and drive around in a circle and pull up to the dumpster, and the one I look in will be full of tools. But you got to dig deep, it's not going to jump out.
I was coming out of a bad relationship where I had sold everything that I had owned to move in with a man who had lived in the same house for 30 years. And in less than a year, about a year, I was living homeless out of my car. And the only place I could afford to go was the dump. So it helped me to get back on my feet, really, because I would not have been able to do that had I had to have bought sheets and, you know, pillows and all the stuff that makes a home really comfortable. And I was destitute, bad credit, the whole thing. I have just spent the last 5 years digging out of a hole. Sometimes it looks just like a regular transfer with dumpsters. Other times you show up and there's crap everywhere and you're embarrassed to say that you go there and you want to like punish them because they're going to ruin it for the people that really need stuff. But if you can see past that, you come out with really beautiful things.
It's an excellent source, not only for artwork, but for recycling and repurposing objects. Everything from refrigerators to eyeglasses to sunwear to children's toys, that kind of stuff. I try to, when I take my own trash to the dumpster, I try to keep an eye out for things that I can repurpose or use in my artwork. And here are objects that I find incredible, but no one else has a purpose for them, a reason to even look at them. But to me, I can see that, you know, married to something over here or engaging itself visually over there, you know. So I walk away with things that people leave behind. I used to be a dumpster diver as well, but I just no longer do it. There's just not enough space. It's just too difficult to keep everything. It really is. There are those who come every day, those who feel they're going to profit by it some way, and there are those who actually come to look for items they need in everyday life. And if you're privy to any of the other countries in the world, you realize it. You can't just be throwing stuff in a hole. People need it. Not that we can get it to them, but at least we can make an effort on our front to do something with it, you know.
This is a little journal, and my daughter loves to journal when she reads the Word of God and just keep notes on what she's learned. And so this will be for her. The suitcase for daughter going to Oregon. 2 blouses that I think they were some fancy brand, Eddie Bauer, maybe, I forget already, but that I'll probably consider for myself for work. The hat I will probably take home, share with the family, laugh, and bring back. By the time something ships to Alaska, there's a lot of money involved in it, you know, and the cost of goods is high because of that shipping, and we should be reusing things. I think in general that people are working too hard to buy too much to either save time. I mean, there's something's off kilter. And I'm just blessed that people put it here and not throw it in the bin. It's harder shopping out of the bin. We came from a very rural setting where we did without a lot, and so this is the land of plenty when you come here and see things.